Glad to see you back. Let's dive into another class with an interesting and new and enlightening topic. Today, I'm here with a highly requested topic, the complete guide to English tenses. If you've ever struggled to understand when and how to use tenses, you're in the right place. By the end of this video, you'll know all 12 English tenses with practical examples to improve your grammar instantly. And before we jump into the lesson, I'd like to check how many of you have an idea of the answer to this question. And the question is, what are tenses? And kindly post your answers in the comments below. Let's dive right in. Tenses. Tenses are the way we express time in English. They help us describe actions that happen in the past, are happening now, or will happen in the future. English has 12 main tenses, divided into past, present, and future. Each of these time frames has 4 aspects. Number 1 is simple. Number 2 is continuous. Number 3 is perfect. And number 4 is perfect continuous. And in simple tenses, the action happens without focusing on duration. But in continuous tenses, the action is ongoing or in progress. And in perfect tenses, the action is completed before another action or time. And here in perfect continuous tenses, the action is ongoing but started before a specific time or event. Present tenses. Let's start with the present tenses, which describe actions happening right now or repeatedly over time. And in the present tense, we'll first understand the simple present tense. In simple present tense, we talk about habits, routines, or universal truths. And for writing simple present tense, the structure is very simple. Subject plus base verb, plus SS for third person singular. For example, she drinks coffee every morning. Here we are talking about her habit that she drinks coffee every morning. And present simple tenses tell us about habits. Sentence note 2 is, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. It's obviously a universal truth because the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. And present simple tenses tells us about universal truth. Now let's learn. Present continuous tenses. Present continuous tenses describe actions happening at the moment or near the present. The structure is very simple. Subject plus is am are plus verb, ing. Let's understand present continuous tenses with some examples. He is reading a book right now. Now, in this sentence, he is reading book and write. Now, it means reading is an action, and action is happening at the moment. Present perfect tenses. Present perfect tenses describe actions completed at an unspecified time or actions that have a connection to now. Again, the structure is very simple. Subject plus has, have plus past participle. Examples. They have visited Paris several times. Here in this sentence, they have visited Paris and several times. So here action completed at an unspecified time. Sentence number 2 is, I have already finished my homework. Now, let me know how many of you are understanding these tenses. Tell me in comments section this sentence is, describing actions completed at an unspecified time or actions that have a connection to now. What this sentence is describing. Present perfect continuous tenses. Present perfect continuous tenses describe actions that started in the past and continue into the present. Again, the structure to write these sentences is very simple. Subject plus has have been plus verb, ing. For example, she has been studying for 3 hours. Here in sentence, she is studying in present. But she for 3 hours, it means she started studying in past. So, this action started in past and she is still studying in present. Past tenses. Now, let's look at the past tenses, used to talk about actions that happened before now. Number 1 is simple past tenses. Simple past are used for actions completed in the past. Structure is very simple. Subject plus past verb. Examples. I went to the park yesterday. Just focus on this. When did I go park? Answer is yesterday, so I'm telling about past that I went park yesterday. She sang beautifully at the concert. Number 2 is past continuous tenses. Past continuous tenses are used for actions that were ongoing at a specific time in the past. Structure is subject plus was, were plus, verb, ing. Examples. He was watching TV at 8 p.m. Now just focus on this sentence. There he was watching TV. It's in past and right after TV. A specific time is mentioned that at 8 p.m. he was watching. This is past continuous tense because action was ongoing at a specific time in the past. Number 3. Past perfect tense. Past perfect tense is used for actions completed before another past action or time. Structure. Subject plus, had plus, past participle. For example, they had finished dinner by the time we reached. Number 4 is past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense is used for actions that were ongoing before another past event or time. Structure of past perfect continuous tense is again very simple. Subject plus had been plus verb, ing. Just have a look at the sentence. He had been working at the company for 5 years before he resigned. We had been waiting for hours when the gates finally opened. Future tenses. Finally, let's explore the future tenses, which describe actions yet to happen. Number 1 is simple future tenses. Simple future tenses are used to express future actions or predictions. Structure. Subject plus, will, shall plus, base verb. For example, I will call you tomorrow. In this sentence, I is expressing future that I'll call you tomorrow. Sentence number 2 is, she will win the competition, I'm sure. And here in this sentence, I is predicting that she will win the competition. Number 2 is future continuous tenses. Future continuous tenses are used to describe ongoing actions at a specific time in the future. Structure is, subject plus will be plus verb, ing. Examples, we will be traveling to Spain this time next week. She will be studying at 9 p.m. Number 3 is future perfect tense. Future perfect tenses are used for actions that will be completed before a specific time in the future. The structure is very simple. Subject plus will have plus past participle. For example, by next month, I will have completed this course. They will have finished the project by the deadline. Number 4 is future perfect continuous tenses. Future perfect continuous tenses are used for actions that will be ongoing for a specific duration in the future. Structure. Subject plus will have been plus verb, ing. Examples, by next year, she will have been teaching here for 5 years. They will have been working on the project for a month by then. That's all for today's session. Before we wrap up, I'll share some valuable practical tips for mastering these tenses. Stay tuned until the end for those helpful insights. Practical tips. Tips for mastering tenses. 1. Focus on the time frame. Past, present, or future. 2. Identify the aspect. Is the action simple, ongoing, completed, or continuous? 3. Practice daily. Use real-life examples to reinforce your understanding. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to Solution Seekers for quick and simple solutions to your learning challenges. Comment below with your questions or suggestions for future topics. See you in the next class.